So today we're going to be looking at multiplying and dividing decimals by powers of 10, which are 10, 100 and 1,000. So the first question asks, what is 3.4 divided by 10? To make this easier for you, I've set out a grid showing the different column headings. Some may be new to you. So the first column is the hundreds, then the tens, the units and the ones, the tenths and the hundredths. These are the columns for decimals. So we need to insert this number into the columns. That says 3.4. Now the point always goes on the line after the units or ones. So I'm just going to put that here. So because it says 3.4, I know that 3 must be a unit. And the 4 must be a tenth. 3.4. So when you divide by 10, as the question asks, you must always move to the right. And the amount of zeros in the question tells you how many spaces to the right you move. So as there is only one 0 in the number 10, we only move each number one space to the right. So we're going to move the 4 one space to the 100th column and the 3 one space to the 10th column. So the new number is 3 because it moved to the tenths and the 4 moved to the 100th. Now the decimal point, this is a very important thing to remember, never moves. So that will stay here. So that means we need a placeholder in the units column, and that placeholder is always 0. So the answer is 0.34, and we can write that in now. Now if we look at the next question, it says 25.1 divided by 100. So we know when we're dividing, we always move to the right. So let's start by entering in this number. So it says 25.1. We know the decimal point always goes after the units column. So we have our hundredths here, but it's been abbreviated this time to just a H. So we've got our hundredths, tens, units, tenths, hundredths, and this is a new column called the thousandths. So let's enter in our 20, which is in the tens, 5.1, okay? And let's look at what we're dividing by to see how many places to the right we must move. Well, there are 2 zeros, which means we must move 2 places to the right. So if we move our 1 2 places, it goes 1 and then 2. That's 2 places. Then our 5 must also move 2 places. 1, 2. And then our 2 must also move 2 places. 1, 2. Okay? So let's have a look at our new number. The 1 moved to the thousandths column. The 5 moved 2 places to the hundredths column. And the 2 moved 2 places to the tenths column. We add in our decimal point, which never moves, and we add in our placeholder. Okay? Which means 0.251 is the answer to this question. And I'm just going to slot it in up here. 0.251 is the answer.